Country in Vegas brings you the National High School Rodeo with Daniel Erie, Brock Lindbergh, Haley Sulmer, Casey Thomas, Anna Cricket, Katelyn and Pepe Ward, Secretary for the Nevada High School Rodeo Association, and your host, Tina Diba.
It's a windy day today here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're at Horsemen's Park for the Nevada State High School Rodeo. In conjunction with this Las Vegas high school team, contestants have traveled all over Nevada to come compete for prizes and points towards the state finals, which will be held in Fallon, Nevada. Let's go and meet the superstars of the rodeo. I've caught up with my first contestant here. His name is Daniel Erie. Daniel, tell us where you're from.
Spring Creek, Nevada.
Okay, where would that be?
Right next to Elko.
Elko, that's a long ways away from here. How long did it take you to get here?
About 7-hour drive.
And what are you going to be doing today in this Nevada High School Rodeo?
Steer wrestling, team roping, and calf roping.
Okay, now I told you just finished doing steer wrestling. You got a little hurt there. Can you tell me what happened?
I leaned forward when I went to get down there, and I headbutted him in the head, I guess. That's all.
Oh, golly. Do you have a headache?
Not really.
No? You got a pretty big lip there, so you must have got hit pretty hard?
Yeah, it's all right, though.
It's pretty good. It's okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
You're healing. He's getting ready for his next event, which is calf roping. Tell me a little bit about yourself. So how old are you?
16.
16, and you're very tall. How tall are you?
Just under 6 foot.
Just under 6 foot. And tell me a little bit about your aspirations in the rodeo, where you're going.
Hopefully I want to go to the PRCA rodeo, to go to NFR, stuff like that, you know. Pretty much every kid here, that's what they want to do.
That's the ultimate, is that correct?
Yep. That's where everybody wants to go. And that's where everybody looks to be one day.
All right, and what about your horse? Tell me a little bit about your horse. What's your horse's name?
Steer wrestling horse is Bama. He's just big old dumb steer wrestling horse, I guess.
He's a dumb steer wrestling horse.
He don't know much other than to run straight lines, so.
Oh, okay, well that's what it takes to be a winner, right?
Oh yeah. Steer wrestling horse, that's all they need to know.
And tell me about your calf roping horse.
Snip, he's just a calf roping horse, nothing special. He's good on heeling into for team roping, so that's all Snip is.
Okay, and I want to say thank you very much for letting me film you today here at What's Country in Las Vegas. Can you tell anybody or anybody out there or fans if they want to become a team roper, a calf roper, or steer wrestler, what is the number one thing they must do?
Practice.
How much?
Takes a lot of practice. Practice every day. It don't matter what's going on. You need to make time to practice, and that's what it takes.
That's what it takes. You heard it takes practice. If you if you really want to make it as a professional and make it to the PRCA. The ultimate challenge is to practice, practice, practice. Again, I want to thank you for being here with What's Country in Vegas. We're here again with Daniel. Daniel, keep it real and keep it country. All right, we just caught up here with Brock Lindbergh and Casey Thomas, talking about their runs here today. Brock, you had one failure, one good run. Tell me about it.
Got really outrun in the calf roping and made something good in team roping, so it was all right day.
Okay, and then I guess Casey, you went right after Brock, and Brock lent you his horse here.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because we had to put my horse down a couple months ago.
Oh gosh, that's terrible. And what happened?
He was colicking.
He was colicking. Now you had a good run though, right?
Yeah. I had an 18.
Let's talk about your horses here. Brock, why don't you take me over here and give me a little tour here? This is your horse here?
Yeah, Jackson, I got it. He's 5 years old and just brought him out to a high school rodeo to come compete.
Okay, and how's he been doing for you so far?
Oh, he's pretty wicked this weekend, so I can't complain.
I love it. I love it. Is there anything special about him you want to tell us about?
Yeah, he's kind of a retard.
A retard? Why is that?
He's kind of a spaz, doesn't like to do everything sometimes and does stuff like that, so that's kind of why he's special.
Hey, Casey, you might want to come over here and protect me a little bit. I think you brought your horse here as well, too.
Yeah.
You want to take me over here and show me what your horse looks like? Okay, now be careful here. Come on over here. Come here over here, Brock. You're gonna have to keep your horse here in style for us. Can you see us over here, folks? Oh, come here, Casey. Tell me about your horse.
Well, her name's Silly Lily.
What's her name?
Silly Lily.
Silly Lily. Okay, and why is her name Silly Lily?
She's pretty silly.
Okay. And has she been has she been helping you out quite a bit with your winnings this year?
Yeah, she has. She's a good horse.
Okay, and what makes her so special?
Just being silly.
Just being silly. Okay, you heard that here from Casey. He's riding Silly Willy. Brock, come over here so I can see you again. Guys, I want to find out how old y'all are because, if contestants are out there and they want to become, or excuse me, not contestants, but other people out here in the world that want to become rodeo contestants, can you tell me what does it take to do this sport?
Takes a lot of hard work and dedication, and your mom and dad to take you everywhere you want to go.
Got to have good parents. It looks like our horse over here, he's getting a little crazy on us. Casey, tell me about your parents. Pretty supportive?
Yeah, they are. They pay for everything and allow me to rope.
How much do you rope?
A lot.
A lot. Okay. What about your schooling? How do you guys go to school and what do you do in school?
I go to a charter school, so I only go certain days, but Casey goes 5 days a week. It's hard sometimes to manage both things out,
I bet. Casey, what's your favorite subject?
Physical education.
PE? What do you learn in PE? How to ride a horse?
Exercise.
How to stay in shape. One of the things I also notice is that if you're going to go out on the road and you're going to be in a rodeo, you better ride in style. So let's go inside this beautiful, what do we call it?
Lakota trailer.
Lakota trailer. And is this how we roll?
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go check it out and roll. All right, we've gone inside the big LQ trailer. This is the Lakota LQ trailer with Brock and Casey. This is how these guys roll. If you want to go on the road and you want to ride in style, you got to do it this way. Brock, tell me about this gorgeous trailer.
My dad picked it out this summer when we were going to Colorado, Pueblo, for Little Britches Nationals, and it ended up there, and we took it home.
Hey, I think it's pretty nice. He's got pretty good style and taste, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, you could say that. It could be me too, but it runs in the family, I guess.
Oh, I like that. Casey, do you go with these guys as well?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Quite a bit.
Okay, how often?
About, 5 rodeos a year, maybe.
5 rodeos, a little more. And I think you guys were just telling me that your last trip was to Pueblo, Colorado.
Yes.
Okay, and this place or this unit here sleeps comfortably 6 people is what you told me?
Yes.
Okay, where do you get to sleep?
Depends how many people are in here. Sometimes on a cot or sometimes on that front couch over there.
Is that comfortable?
Both of them are pretty good to me, as long as it's not too cold.
All right. So before we go ahead and start taking a tour of this gorgeous trailer, Brock, I was told that you have your own television show during the WNFR. Can you tell me what the name of the show is, please?
Oh, yeah, Learning the Ropes.
Tell me what it's about.
It's just about hosting competitors, moms or dads or their children, just asking them a question how it is to go along with them.
Okay, and where's that show going to be at?
Down at the Sandstown during Cowboy Christmas.
Is that Sands Convention Center or the Cowboy Christmas at the Convention Center?
Cowboy Christmas at the Convention Center.
Okay, and I heard that you're going to be coming or following your pre-show right before Flint Rasmussen?
Yep, that's true.
And, hey, I like him. I think we're going to be talking to him as well. Casey, are you going to be doing anything at this show?
I'm not sure yet.
You're not going to show us one of your rope tricks?
I can.
I think you should. Tell us also, I think your mom was telling me that you also have a show on RFD TV.
Not yet, but maybe.
Well, what if you're on our show for RFD TV?
It'll be great and dandy, and I'll wave to the camera.
I like that. All right, guys. Hey, Brock, can you just maybe show us around how it is to roll with 2 cowboys here in the high school rodeo? Come on, let's go.
Dinette is usually where I eat breakfast in the morning, and then I sleep over here in the couch. Behind us, we got the bed up there in the nose of the trailer. It's usually where my mom and dad are. We got this awesome kitchen with a bunch of food in the fridge. Not right now.
Yeah, if you get a little hungry, and I heard cowboys get pretty hungry.
Not all the time, maybe for money, but.
Hungry for money. Now, if you look behind us over here, we got a nice little cozy fireplace, and I see I think I'll call it a semi-big screen TV. Your mom was saying that she videotapes you guys during your runs, and then you can come back in here and look at your mistakes and failures to become better in your next run. Is that correct?
Yeah, they got this thing that they hook onto the iPhone, little white box-looking thing. and they hook it in the TV. We slow down our runs, look at what we need to improve on, and try to make ourselves better from there.
Casey, you get to watch any of those videos?
Yes, I watch all of them.
Does it help you?
Yes, it does.
I think that's great. It would help me as well. All right, let's take a little tour. Let's show, all right, you're going to roll, people. You got to roll in style. You're not only going to sleep and eat, but you got to take a shower. Right. So come on back. You show us through. We're going to do a pass through, and we're going to follow you.
That's the toilet. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to know what that is.
This is our shower.
Big shower.
Hey, wait a minute now. Here, Casey, get in there. I want to see how big that shower is. Casey's pretty good size there. He's fitting real good in that shower. So hold on, we'll walk through this way. We got a pass-through door.
We got a big old closet where I keep all my dry clean clothes at.
Dry clean clothes, because you got to look sharp, right?
Got to look sharp all the time. Look professional, be professional.
That's correct. I believe in that. Let's go this way. Come follow us through. All right, Brock, right here. Tell me, what do we got in here?
We got a 4-horse gooseneck trailer. Get all our horses.
Okay, this is a feed manger?
Yeah, it's got mangers in it. Throw some hay in there. Don't have to put no hay bags up to feed your horses. Pretty sweet.
Hey, is this air conditioned?
No, but they do got vents up top, so when you're going down the road, get a bunch of air going down here. Cools it off.
Okay, and then where do you put your saddle and all your tack and your equipment?
I got a tack room right outside the store right here.
Okay.
Right here in this big metal thing, and
wow. Well, this.
where it all goes.
Oh, folks, I tell you what. Again, if you want to roll in style and you want to roll right with the Cowboys, woo, that's how you do it. Okay, folks, you have it here. If you want to roll and you want to roll in style with these two handsome Cowboys, this is how you do it. You get the right rig, you dress the part, and the champions are made here, right in Las Vegas. All right, I just met up with one of our newest superstars. Her name is?
Bailey Fulmer.
Bailey, where are you from?
I'm right here from Las Vegas.
She's right here from Las Vegas, and saw a couple of your runs. You are an all-around cowgirl.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, tell our viewers, what does it mean to be an all-around cowgirl?
So an all-around cowgirl basically means that you do every event and you compete in every event, which that's basically all it is. Every event that you can sign up for, you're an all-around.
Okay, so you're a very busy girl.
I am, yeah.
Yes, you are.
Pretty busy.
You keep yourself pretty busy. And one of the things I noticed is that you were in a couple events that we caught some film on, and I noticed that you changed horses from one event to the other. Your first event, I think, was team roping?
Yeah, first event was team roping.
You were on a buckskin horse?
Yep, that's my horse Buck.
That's a Buck, and his name's Buckskin Horse. Okay. And then your second event, I saw you on was barrel racing?
Yeah, second event was barrel racing. I was on a different horse.
Okay, and you had something happen during that event. I don't think we caught the footage, but did I see a breast collar come out?
Yeah, breast collar broke on me and we tripped on the third, so it cost us some time, but we finished out the run and made it as safely as we could.
You did make it safely. That kind of stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bummer, but that's the life of rodeo. You have your ups and you have your downs, but it's always fun when you have your ups, but always got to come down sometime.
I agree. So when you have a down moment, how do you get back into a positive thought process to focus?
You kind of just take 5 minutes to yourself and you think about what happened and what went on in the run. And then after that, you go home and you practice what you can, and it's going to happen, and you hope that it doesn't.
And I hope that it doesn't too. Bailey, I kind of like fashion, but I got to tell you, I'm looking down here at this boot, and I want to show our viewers here what is going on with this boot.
So my boot came apart the other day, and we used duct tape.
Oh my gosh! I think that Bailey here may need a sponsor for new boots at her next event. If you're out there and you're listening and watching our show, Bailey, what type of brand of boots do you like?
The kind you wear.
What is the best kind? Give me a brand. Ariat?
Yeah, Ariat, man.
Okay, to Ariat, Bailey needs a new pair of boots. Her boots are not going to hold up, I don't think, much more on her journey to the finals in Fallon, Nevada. So if we could get her a new pair of boots, give us some boots, Ariat.
That'd be great.
All right, Bailey, I want to thank you for tuning into the show, What's Country in Vegas. Can you tell our viewers out there, anybody who wants to get into rodeo, what do they need to do? What's the best advice?
The best advice were to come to rodeo. Rodeo people are very kind. We're very outgoing people. If you talk to us, most of us are more than willing to help you out. I am more than willing to help anyone out here in Vegas that wants to get into it.
Okay.
And that's basically it. Just ask around who's out there, and we're out there.
Okay, you heard it from Bailey herself. She's keeping it real, keeping it country, and she's getting a new pair of boots. Thank you. See, tell me about your last event, your last ride that we saw with the.
What's up, Casey?
Oh, wait a minute, Casey. Wait, I'm confused, Casey. I could have sworn earlier you tell me you didn't have any girls or girlfriends. Is this your girlfriend?
Oh, yeah.
And what's your name? Sierra, come here, Sierra. Sierra, look at this buckle. Sierra is a champion. Sierra, I want to know about that buckle, then you can tell me about Casey.
I won the average of goat tying in Fallon, Nevada.
You did, and that's the finals, isn't it? Is that where they have the finals?
No, that was just a rodeo.
That was just a rodeo. Just a rodeo. Just an event, but you won.
Yeah.
You're home of it. You're a champion. Okay, and how do you know Casey here?
He's on my team.
Oh, he's on your team. You're not dating him, are you? Ah, come on now.
I mean, yeah.
Yes?
I guess.
Are you dating? Casey, you didn't tell me you had a girlfriend, so evidently you're not telling your fans here the truth about the girls.
Well.
And we are back behind the scenes here with Casey. He's not being straight up with this, so we're going to have to follow him a little bit more. Stay in tune. Stay tuned at West Country in Vegas. I have run into another superstar over here at the Nevada State Finals. Her name is?
Anna Frickett,
Anna, and you are from?
Henderson, Nevada.
Henderson, Nevada. And she's a superstar because she is dedicated to her sport, but she is also a college major. She has, I guess you said graduate, or better yet, why don't you tell me the story?
So I do like dual credit classes. So my classes count for college and high school credit. So I'll graduate high school with like 60 credits going towards my bachelor's degree.
Wow. And how do you find the time to practice and go to school?
I only go to school 3 days a week because I take actual college classes at our junior college. So I have 2 days off where I can practice.
Okay, tell us today about your events. What events were you in?
I was in barrels, goats, and breakaway.
Okay, and how'd you do?
I did good in goats and barrels. Breakaway, my calf ran through my loop.
Okay, and then I was told that you also made it to finals last year, and it was a little bit of a big story because your horse was sick?
Yeah, my horse got sick like a month and a half before state, and so I couldn't run her the last 2 rodeos before state, so I just brought her back for state, and I didn't really know what to expect. She'd been off for so long, and she really impressed me. She did really well, and we ended up making nationals.
Well, that's fantastic, and I guess what's really what I'm really interested in is you kids here. You travel far away to go and win. You put your spirit into this. Tell me what it's like to travel life on the road in rodeo.
Well, it's really nice having only 3 days of school a week because then I have Fridays off and we travel on Fridays. So basically, yeah, we travel like 8 hours every weekend, almost every weekend, to go to the rodeos far away since we're so southern in southern Nevada.
How far out do you go?
We go, I think our farthest one is probably Winnemucca or Wells.
Okay, and that's about 8 or 9 hours?
8.5, yeah.
8.5 hours. So that's not too far away, but still enough as a high schooler traveling. Is there anything else you can tell me? What's the drive? Why the sport?
Well, I don't know. Every time, like when I first started, it was just because I loved horses, and then I started getting really competitive, and sometimes when I get too competitive or frustrated, I just have to remember, like, I started this because I love my horses, and I just got to remind myself that all the time.
So it's the love of horses what brings the youth into the rodeo circuit, as well as, people that live in our city don't believe that this is even going on. So for somebody who's never been to Las Vegas, they don't think we have horses here, what would you tell them to get inspired to get into this sport?
I told them just to start looking online at what horses are around, and there's a lot of groups on Facebook, and you can find horses and places to board them, and it's kind of like most people don't know about it, but once you figure it out, there's like a whole huge community.
And you love it.
Yeah.
You fall in love with your horses. All right, I want to thank you for your time. You're a superstar. Best of luck on your next adventure, and good luck with your school. Oh, by the way, tell me what you're going to major in again?
Biology.
Biology. All right, you've got a good future ahead of you. Thank you again for watching, and we are going out with our superstar, Anna.
Thank you.
You're welcome. God, I caught up with this girl, Katelyn. She is just running all over the place, and I got to tell you what, she is showing off. We're comparing buckles. The only difference between her buckle and my buckle is that she won hers. Tell me about it.
This was at junior high state for Nevada, and I won the 3rd go on team roper.
Oh, you're a team roper, and I think you also run barrels?
Yes.
Are you an all-around cowgirl?
Yes.
Right on. How'd you do today?
I did okay. I could have done better.
And did I not see you behind the scenes over here walking around with a guy named Casey?
No.
Oh, okay. She's not claiming that today. I'll tell you what. How old are you?
I'm 14.
You're 14. You live in Las Vegas. Can you just tell our viewers out there if they want to get into rodeo and give them some advice?
It is really fun, and we have really good rodeo families. So we have nice people out there, and rodeo is really fun.
And rodeo carries a lot of superstars.
Oh yeah, totally.
And would you consider yourself a superstar?
Not quite.
Oh, she's being modest. She's being modest. Again, show the camera your buckle. Again, I bought mine. She won hers. And I'll tell you what, this is what's real right here. This is what takes compassion, spirit, enthusiasm, and just staying true to your goals about riding your horse and your love of horses, your love for horses. Thank you again for tuning in to What's Country in Vegas. What do we say here at What's Country in Vegas? Keep it real and keep it country. Well, it's the end of our show, and we've caught up with Pepe Ward, who's the club secretary for this association. Pepe, kids have come out, they've traveled today, they participated. You can see the elements are getting a little crazy. You know, tell me a little bit more about your association and what Las Vegas can do to support this.
Well, right now, the Las Vegas could really support our club. We've got 16 members in our club, and we hold this rodeo every year. And we look for a lot of sponsors to support these kids. They travel all over the state of Nevada. We go to 16 rodeos a year, and it's a lot of miles traveling all over the state of Nevada. And then at the end of the year, we send all these kids to state, we send them to Silver State, and we send them to nationals. So we try to collect enough of the sponsorship money and gather and put this rodeo on to send our kids there. And then we're hoping a good part of them go to college and get an education.
We want them to go to college and get an education. These kids are dedicated, they work hard, they practice hard, they ride hard. They are America's future in the rodeo. If you're watching, tune into our show to learn more about these kids and their careers and where they're going. And we ask you to please support this association. This is America's future. This is important to our city and our country. Keep it country, keep it real, and tune in again next week for more unique stories about real people and real stories. Thank you, Pepe.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for tuning into our show, What's Country in Vegas. Guys, tell them what to do.
Keep it real, keep it country.
Right on.
This presentation has been brought to you by Diamond Diva, Western Apparel and Fine Jewelry.